Number 30, integral from -1 to 2 of absolute value e to the x minus 1 dx. I would assume most people would think this is hard or intimidating because of the absolute values. How do we handle absolute values? It's not that hard if you really understand what we're doing, okay? Again, the concept is integral is area under the curve. So when you take the absolute value of a function, any part of the curve that is under the x-axis, which would give negative area, we want to make positive. So we need to find out where this function is negative. E to the x minus 1. How does this graph look? The graph of this function look? It's e to the x shifted down by 1. So there's a horizontal asymptote here, right? That x, sorry, not x is, that y is minus 1, right? And then it crosses the y-axis at x equals 0, so something like this. Okay, so this function, let's call it f. F is negative when x is less than 0. So when it's negative, this portion over here, as I said, we need to make the area positive. So we flip the sign. That's all we need to do. We got to split up this integral now from -1 to 0. We're going to flip the sign of that portion. I'll do that in a bit. So 0 to 2, this is already positive area over here. So we don't need to do anything about that. Okay, this one, you just tack on a negative sign, and that's all you need to do. Or you could write it as 1 minus e to the x. Doesn't matter, okay? All right, so when we do this, let's just integrate now. So if you write it like this, like how I did here, you just use the same antiderivative, so e to the x minus x, right? Evaluate this guy from -1 to 0, and then e to the x minus x. You evaluate this guy from 0 to 2. Okay, so let's do the fundamental linear calculus. We plug in the upper bound. That's 1 minus 0 minus e to -1 plus 1 plus e squared minus 2 minus 1. So what does this become? We have, this is, let me just do it from here, 2 minus e to -1 plus e squared minus 3. So we have, did I do this right actually? Let me double check once more, because I feel like I made some sign error. Or if I remember doing this problem, it wasn't like -5. That's why I'm recollecting. Okay, I did this problem before clearly. Let's double check my fundamental theorem calculus. The plugging the upper bound, lower bound. 1 minus 0 minus e to -1 plus 1. Okay. E minus 2. Sorry, I'm thinking. I'm not getting the same answer as I did before. Because this is e squared plus e to -1 minus 5, but I got -3 earlier, unless my previous answer was wrong. But I'm pretty sure I checked my work previously. So let's debug again. Or should I start from scratch? Maybe this is a good video to see how I'm debugging. How I'm trying to figure out what's wrong. Sometimes you just got to restart from scratch again. Might be easier, okay? I'm assuming that my previous work was correct because I'm pretty sure I checked it before. Okay, so this is exactly how I did it previously, actually. So then, apologize for this, unless you're interested in watching how I'm checking my work. Let's just write it out. E to the 0 minus 0, and then minus parentheses, e to -1 plus 1. That's why. Okay, got it. I forgot parentheses earlier. So e squared minus 2 minus e to the 0 minus 0. Okay, so this becomes 1. This also becomes a 1. So this does become a minus 3 over here. And then this 1 minus 1 is 0. So yeah, there you go. E to the negative 1 plus e squared minus 3. That's our answer. Okay, I'm not going to retake this one. Hopefully, retake the video, redo this video of this problem. So hopefully, if you're interested in how I check my work and all that, this might be helpful if you're interested in how to be more careful and all that.